What's going on, guys? It's the Filthy Casual, back with another Diablo 3 video. Guys, I'm so pleased we actually have a date for Season 17 now. It does begin on the 17th of May, as I speculated a little while ago. It's a short turnaround. You can have 5 days from Season 16 ending to Season 17 starting. I'm super juiced. I'm really excited for the Season of Nightmares, so I'm glad it's starting sooner rather than later. On a personal note, it's a bit of a bummer because I can't actually play opening night. I've got a charity engagement that I just won't be able to get out of, so my season's going to begin a little bit late, but you know, it is what it is. Yeah, I'm pleased. Let me know in the comments, are you happy it's starting soon, or would you have liked more of a break? Now, there are some interesting bits in here. There are a couple of changes, so we'll go through those when we click through and look at it. But before we do, I just want to say thanks for all the love on the videos recently. It's been absolutely amazing. Welcome if you've subscribed. If you haven't already done so, please do hit that sub button. I've got starter guides out for Necro, for Wizard already. I'm working on the Witch Doctor, and I've got to get my skates on really to see if I can finish off as many of those guides as I can before we start. Now, going through to the notes, obviously not much has changed. You know, we knew it was going to be the Seasons of Nightmares. And just in case you don't know, that means that you're going to get the Legacy of Nightmares set for free. So everybody will have this buff active. So as soon as you get to level 70, you can start finding ancient items and start really increasing your damage. 750% per ancient item. So that's going to be fun. I plan on not completing the season journey with Necro until a little bit into the season. I am looking forward to finding ancients as I go. Probably not the most efficient way of doing it, but I think it will be pretty good, and I think it'll be pretty fun. Now, this interested me, the Season 17 cosmetic rewards. They've basically acknowledged that some people were a bit cheesed with this, because if you played Season 5, you already have this Groot pet here. Now, I didn't, so I'm excited, I'm going to get it, but if you've already got it, it's a bit of a pain. Now, it looks to me, I guess from this, that they're going to be working through the season. So 5 will match with 17. I presume Season 6 will go with Season 18. So whatever the cosmetics were for Season 6, you'll be able to get next season. So, you know, it's great for new players joining the game, particularly people on Switch and on console. You know, we only really had seasons from, I think, 10 on Xbox. So, you know, if you've played PC, then, you know, you're missing out, I suppose, but it does give the console and new players a chance, so I kind of like that. They do suggest that, look, you know, if you've been playing since forever, then there will be extra rewards available to you. You know, you will get the Galactic Wings, and I think they're going to add a new cosmetic every season. Now, in some ways, everybody can get it, so you know, I'd still probably be a little cheesed off not getting a pet. Because, you know, it's not like newer players don't get the benefit of this, and also it's a bit rubbish that you've got to finish the complete season journey. It can be fiddly depending on the conquests. You know, they're fairly decent this season, I think, but in general it can be a bit of a pain in the arse. So looking at the rewards, we'll get the additional stash tab by finishing the Conqueror tier, so that's great. We are going to get a stash tab. There is a little bit of bad news about those that we'll get into in a bit, but first we'll have a look at the Conquests. So we've got Avarice Band, that's super easy. We've got the Thrill, which is level 45 solo without any set items equipped, so that's pretty easy. Years of War, you know, if you roll an extra character, that's a pretty easy one as well. I don't particularly like Sprinter. You know, that's not a particularly great one, and I don't like Masters of the Universe, but they're the Conquests, so, you know, we'll just get on with it. Now, for the Haedrig gift, obviously we've covered this in a previous video, but Barb gets Might of the Earth. That's a really nice set. There are some LON options for Barb early doors, so that's pretty good. Invoker is very strong for Crusader. Demon Hunter's Shadow is absolutely baller, as is some Wuko. Grace Venaris has been given a big buff, which we'll cover when we get to the notes below, so that's going to be pretty good for the Necro. Jade Harvester is fantastic for Witch Doctor, and Wizard I think probably gets the crappy set. Firebirds, it's not one of my favourites, but, you know, Wizard is still a strong class, so, you know, check out my starter guide if you haven't already. Now guys, this is where the bad news starts. Quality of life. So they've added Torment 16 into the game, which is great. Extra difficulty levels. I think they will be good. Search functionality in the stash, that was really handy on PTR. You know, it's not the greatest system in the world, but it is you know, it is much easier to find stuff. So everything gets grayed out, like you can see on that little annotation. Now, this is the bad news. So we were told we were going to get extra stash. I think, was it 4 or 5 tabs? I can't quite remember now, but they said you're going to get them. Then they backtracked on that and said you're going to have to earn them through seasons. And guys, it's just got a whole lot worse, because the cap for earning additional stash tabs through Season Journey has been raised, but only by 1. So this season you'll be able to get an extra stash tab, and then after that, sorry, no more. So we're not going to be able to get the extra 4 or 5 stash tabs, we're only getting 1. Now the explanation is here. In addition, we encountered a lot of technical issues with increasing overall stash space for players. Unfortunately, as these issues caused significant degradation of the overall gameplay experience, we ultimately had to take a step back on this quality of life and table it for now. Guys, that's really poor. It's bad news. You know, we all wanted the stash space. I initially was skeptical when they said technical issues, but you know, I mean, if they're going to take them off the table completely, I think I've probably got to give them the benefit of doubt on that one and say, well, look, it must just be making the game run very poorly. I did notice PTR, particularly second time around, was really laggy. So I don't know, maybe it did have something to do with it. But guys, you know, what can we do? 1 extra tab, I suppose it's better than nothing, but you know, I do feel a bit disappointed with that. Running through the rest of it, it's all the changes are exactly the same. What they have done is they've given Blast Shield a bit more of a buff. A few people thought that this was, you know, this was going to come, so they've increased it from 15 to 20% to 30 to 35, and then the rest of the balance changes were as they were for the second round of PTR. So Inarius stayed at 10,000% for Necro, Dagger of Dart stayed at 500%. And basically everything is as it was at the end of the second PTR, you know, which is pretty nice. You know, there was quite a few interesting builds, some bug fixes, and then pretty much it's gone through, you know, the normal questions and answers. So 5 o'clock North America, you know, Central Eastern Time. So I might get 2 hours before I go out. Maybe if I'm really nice to my wife, she'll let me play it until we walk out the door. Sat there in my tuxedo blasting my Season Journey, but we'll see. Now the season end date, interesting, you know, no longer providing anticipated date for season ends. Now again, I don't really get why they keep moving this around. You know, I think the certainty is good. I think the game should be standardized. We should have, you know, roughly 3-month seasons, for example. Now they've said it's going to be roughly the 3 months, give or take. Now I don't know. I mean, it would have been nice to know the definite date. I did quite like that the last couple of seasons, but you know, there we are. So guys, that's pretty much it. I don't think there's anything terribly more exciting in the patch notes. So Season 17, we've got 1 week to prepare. Are you excited? What class are you looking forward to play? You know, interesting. How do you feel about the stash tabs? Let me know in the comments below. As always, I've been the Filthy Casual. I will catch you in the next video, and good luck. Peace.